I really like the New Orleans piano style of Tom, and one of our great heroes is Professor Longhair. And maybe Tom, we can do a song together of Professor Longhair. So if there are people that want to shake a little bit, please don't be shy. Just get up and shake from the left. Even you don't know the difference between left and right. It's one side and then you go the other way. All right now.
some